Welcome everybody, I'm Tony, the Geeky agent from RE/MAX, and I'm just doing this quick live update at the Binbrook Market Watch for you. What we're going to have a look at is the numbers from this past summer compared to summer a year ago. So 2015, we're looking at June to the end of August, sales numbers in Binbrook compared to June to the end of August in 2016 that just completed here. So we'll take the 3 months in total as an average and we'll have a look at the numbers. Right now, I'm going to break it down for you by townhouses and then detached homes. And we're going to just go with the most common types of builds here in Binbrook. There are a couple of different styles. There's even some 4-level back splits kicking around and some bungalows and that sort of stuff. But we're going to stick with the majority. I'll give you the numbers, and then if you need some more information, feel free to contact me on a specific type of house, and we can take it from there. But basically in Binbrook, in June to August of 2015, the average 2-story, 3-bedroom townhouse was selling for about $326,000, just under $326,000 in 2015. That same period in 2016, those same townhouses were selling for an average of $390,000. That's a 19.9, basically 20% increase in 1 year over the summer. As far as list to sell ratios, we're looking at the original list price that the properties were listed at compared to what they sold for. In 2015, they were selling at about 99% of list price on average. And in 2016, they're selling at 101.4% on average. Part of that's due to the pricing strategy. There's been a lot more underpricing slightly in this market because it is very busy. It is a seller's market. You're trying to create that interest. People are posting properties on Thursday, Friday, holding offers until Monday, Tuesday. So you're getting that little bit of more aggressive pricing, and then people are bidding the actual market value, which is slightly above what the original asking price was, which is why you're seeing that kind of thing there. But there is a much higher demand from it. What you're looking at on the days on market has gone down almost 30%. You've gone from an average of about 26 days on market to 19 days on market, and that's just how long it takes for a property to sell. So townhouses are a hot commodity. That's just the average 2-story, 3-bedroom townhouses. There's a lot of 3-story walk-ups, 2-bedroom stuff. The prices on those have gone through the roof as well, and they're selling very quickly, usually in less than 2 weeks, sometimes in just a couple of days, just depending on how the original pricing is set up, but I can get you more information on that if you like. So we're going to move on a little bit to detached homes here in Binbrook right now. The detached 2-story, 4-bedroom home, which is pretty common here in Binbrook. The average sell price in 2015 was $441,000, just above $441,000. In 2016, the price jumped to $551,000, $551,471 to be exact, which is a 25% increase in 1 year. It's an incredible increase. Most people here in Binbrook are well aware of this. They can see the prices going up, see them selling more quickly. Binbrook stagnated for a while a lot of the construction was going on. Probably about 1.5 to 2 years ago, the prices were pretty steady for a while. As soon as most of the retail was in and the schools became well established, we've got 3 different schools here in Binbrook: St. Matthew Catholic, Belmore Public, and they call Michael Jean, which is the French immersion school. So 3 separate schools, all within about 10-minute walk of each other here in Binbrook. Once those all got settled in and people started moving into the area, the prices just took off. So you saw a 25% increase in a 2-story, 4-bedroom homes. The list to sell ratio, again, similar to what happened with townhouses in 2015, they were selling at about 98.2% of list price, and in 2016 at 100.1.7, almost 102% of asking price. Days on market, though, did increase for those ones. Days on market went up considerably. So you saw a jump from 23 days on market in 2015 to 35 days on market in 2016, a 54% increase in days on market. So it is taking longer to sell, but the payoff is there. You've increased by roughly a little bit more than $100,000 on average on the sale price of those homes. Moving on to detached 2-story, 3-bedroom homes. So they're slightly smaller homes. These are usually in the 2,000 square foot range. The 4-bedroom homes are usually in 2,600 square foot range or more. The average sale price last year on the 3-bedroom detached homes was $404,000, and that jumped this year in 2016 to just under $474,000 for a 17% year-over-year increase in Binbrook. Again, going from 98.3% of asking price to 101.8% of asking price, almost 102% of asking price. And again, a lot of that's due to the marketing strategy, if you want to call it that. You're starting to see people again hold offers a lot more, pricing it just below market value, and then when the purchase comes in, it's just above the asking price. So that's giving you that number there. But essentially, homes are selling for market value. People are not paying, $50,000, $60,000 above asking price. That's just not happening. Now the demand is also very high on those, and the days on market show it. It's gone from an average of 27 days on market for a detached detached 2-story, 3-bedroom home, down to 15 days on market. So basically from a little over 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks, to 2 weeks. So that's a decrease of 42.5% on average. So that's high demand for housing in Binbrook. These are all resale homes. This does not include the builders' new inventory. There's a bunch of that going on as well. Most of the builders are pretty much winding down. Losani Homes is sort of at the end. They've got, I think, on their last little section of homes that they built. Mars Homes has a very small section that they built, but they're getting very close to the end of theirs. John Bruce Robinson still has some space to grow. That's another builder that's working in the city. He's working mainly on retirement community homes right now. Bungalow townhouses really is what he's doing, but he is going to be expanding into some other types of inventory as well, including a condominium project. And Empire Homes is a big chunk of what's happening here. And if you're going back west along Binbrook Road, they still have a large piece of land to develop there. And there's to my knowledge, a couple thousand more homes being built in there over the next 5 to 10 years, that sort of thing. So that's what's happening in terms of housing in Binbrook. If you've been to the town or the village of Binbrook, that's what we are. We're the village of Binbrook in the township of Glanbrook in the city of Hamilton. Tired guys from Hamilton. You can see the construction going on. There's a lot of road construction. They're adding in sidewalks and sewers and medians and all that sort of stuff. So that's continuing. That's going to go on for a number of months still, probably into the winter months. Heading back north along Highway 56 towards Rymal Road as they connect sewer systems and all that sort of thing. What you might not have noticed if you haven't been driving by is the library. The public library in Binbrook is going to double in size, which is pretty awesome because I thought it was a pretty neat little place before. And with the Hamilton Public Library system, you can go online, you can order books from any of the libraries in Hamilton, and they'll ship them to the Binbrook Library for you to pick up, which is awesome. Books, videos, music, whatever you want, really. For me, it's graphic novels and comic books. I have access to a few thousand of them at the Hamilton Public Library system, and they just send them here to Binbrook. I just walk over and pick them up and then drop them off there when I'm done. It's an amazing system. They're going to double the size of the library to meet the demand. Like I said, we have 3 schools in the area, and the number of people moving into this area, mainly from Mississauga. Milton is another big place. Binbrook's caught on with a lot of the mom groups, the Facebook mom groups, Binbrook Moms, Milton Moms, all that sort of thing. And Binbrook specifically has caught on, and it looks like Binbrook is just, from what I've been told, is like a mini Milton. The people just seem to want to come this way. They're selling their homes in Milton for quite a bit more, and then moving to Binbrook. I mean, one lady who I helped purchase a home here, I had the listing here on Cook Street in Binbrook. It was a 3,000 square foot home. Very basic, all siding exterior, a lot of builders finishes on the interior, nothing really upgraded like crazy. But it was listed for $474,000. $489,000. So I'm just going to get rid of this message on my screen here. And we sold it for $482,000. But these people had sold their home in Milton for somewhere in the $600s of thousands of dollars. So they moved to Binbrook. The money that they made on their house in Milton allowed the mom to stay at home with her 2 small children for a couple of years while the husband continued to work so she could stay home and take care of the kids, because they made $150,000, $200,000 on their profit when they're moving from Milton to Binbrook. And that's just been happening over and over and over again. And I know stories I've heard from the new home builders is the same. Most of the people coming in to buy new homes in Binbrook are either coming from downtown Hamilton, which is a big area where people are moving up this way, and either, again, like I said, Milton, Mississauga, some from Brampton, and that sort of thing. Seems to be the biggest concentration of people moving to Binbrook these days. If you're interested in any information on Binbrook, please feel free to give me a call. You can reach me at 289-237-9896. I live here. I've been here for almost 10 years, so I'm more than happy to show you around, show you the new comic book shop and a couple of the restaurants and everything else that's available to you here in Binbrook. Email me, Tony@thegeekyagent.com. Check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/homes in Binbrook. Just posted some information this morning regarding a recent community meeting that we had and issues surrounding parking and access for emergency vehicles. So it looks like they're going to be changing some of the street parking rules in the south west corner of Binbrook, that Empire section of Binbrook, because the roads are narrow in some spots and there's a lot of cars parked in the street, which makes it difficult for fire and other emergency vehicles to enter should some issue arise. So they're going to be making some changes there. Have a look at facebook.com/homes in Binbrook for that information. And if you want to know what's for sale in Binbrook, private message me, send me a message. I'd be happy to send you a list. There's a number of different properties available right now. Bottom end pricing is around $300. Again, those townhome properties, all the way up to about $650 for the main part of Binbrook. And immediately outside, we're surrounded by farms and rural areas. So there's a lot of 2, 3 acre properties surrounding us, and those prices can go into the millions as well. So give me a shout. I'll be happy to give you the information. It's been great talking to you on this lovely hump day here in Binbrook. And as always, I'll talk to you soon, and I hope you have a great day. Take care, guys.